I give mock exams mainly on a platform called italki. Twice in the last month, I think it was, I had two students begin part two by saying, "Thank you for your patience." And then they started part two. And I thought, why did they say thank you for your patience? That's my job. You know, as a teacher, that's my job. And for the real examiner, when they take the real test, that's their job. You don't need to thank them for their patience. And after the exam was over, I give them a real mock exam. It takes about 20 minutes, maybe about 15 minutes. Uh, it's a little different from a real mock exam. I'm writing notes. Examiners can't actually write notes, but I'm doing this for teaching purposes. But after the IELTS mock exam, I tell them their scores and what they need to do to improve, and then I make comments about problems I heard. And with these two students, I asked, "Why did you say thank you for your patience? You don't need to do that. That's my job." It's completely not necessary. And they said, both of them said they heard it online. If I recall correctly, one said, someone on Billy said, you should be polite and say thank you for your patience. And another one said, oh, I heard it on Red. I heard it on Xiaohong Shu. You should be polite to the examiner. Thank you for your patience. I'm telling you, you don't need to do that, okay? That's our job. Well, I'm not an examiner anymore, but that's the job of the examiner. Just start telling your part two story. But how do I start a part two story? I've always practiced saying, thank you for your patience. Well, one easy way to begin part two is start directly on the topic. If it's a past tense story, start with the time. 2 years ago, I da 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 da. Or if it's an object, say, my grandfather's pipe always reminded me of him. I don't know why I said grandfather's pipe. I think a student told me a story about that. A pipe is what you smoke. Well, I don't smoke. My sister's husband smokes a pipe. Um, so don't say thank you for your patience. That is incorrect information online. What? There's incorrect information online? Yeah, there is. How do you know what's true? Well, you could ask other people what they think. You could have a lesson with teachers and ask them, what the best way to prepare for IELTS is. There is some bad information about how to prepare for the speaking exam online, and it hurts it hurts my heart when students use this bad information, because it could cause them to have a lower score. It depends what the mistake is. So I do make videos on this channel, the Miss Buswell channel, sometimes pointing out the mistakes that I hear people make, that were taught by teachers, that I just think are wrong. Okay, thanks for listening. Have a good day.